Good evening. It's Veda 26 and I've kind of been putting off doing this video all day in the hope that I might have something to talk about. But I haven't. I've been looking through patterns all day trying to find something to do with the pink cotton that I got from Hobium, and I started about three patterns so far with it and don't like any of them. It's a fine double knit, so it doesn't lend itself to the lacier patterns that I've been choosing. It looks a little bit holy. Whether it'll get better, but I'm afraid this ball's going to look a bit grey rather than pink because I keep on doing it. I think I touched on the subject the other day, didn't I, that if the yarn doesn't feel right for the pattern or the hook doesn't feel right for the pattern, and nothing that I've started so far feels right to me. If I feel everything's okay, I can crochet like mad, you know. Picked up this colour, you know, to do this with. It was great, just did it right away. But this pink, I can't seem to find the right pattern with the right hook size for it. So I don't know. I'll go back and have another go. Maybe tomorrow I'll have something to show you that I've actually done. I've had Gigi today, so there hasn't been any sewing done. I don't know when I'm going to get that sewing done. I have to be in the mood for sewing, and so far I just haven't been in the mood for sewing. Sewing machine's up in the lounge making the place look terribly untidy. And I really need to do some housework tomorrow actually, because everywhere's looking a bit messy. Sign of a true crafter, isn't it, that every room's got yarn in it. I try to limit it to just like one room downstairs and one room upstairs. The one room upstairs so far is sort of working, but at the moment I've still got the garments to fold up and stash away. I mean, Sue said she'd help me, but of course she couldn't. Well, she could have stayed longer than the hour she stayed the other day, but I was going out, so she didn't stay. So she couldn't help me a little bit. I'm like that if I'm feeling, you know, I just need somebody saying, "Come on, let's go and do that," or "Come on, let's do this," and then I'll sort of trot behind him and start doing it then. I need somebody like behind me going, "Yes, we will do this today. Yes, we will do this." And then I'll go, "Okay, we will go and do this." But left to my own devices, I think, I'll do it tomorrow. Yeah, I'll do it the weekend. Procrastination is my middle name. I forgot to tell you that, didn't I? I've tried everything. I've tried making myself lists and crossing them off, and somebody was saying, like, you know, you reward yourself with a chocolate bar when you've done your list and things like that, but no, it doesn't seem to work for me like that. It doesn't seem to work. So I get annoyed with myself. I look around the house, it just looks like a bomb has dropped. Now, why don't you just concentrate on tidying up one room at once and hoover, you know, vacuuming one room at once? And I do that, and then of course my back jacks in and I'm like, my back. So then I sit down and then that's the end of that. Yeah. Ah, well. You see, if I was rich, I would have a cleaner. Yeah, that would be nice. Have a cleaner. In fact, I was just talking to Jenny today. We were talking about when my dad went on a cruise one time with my mum. There was an old lady on board, and she must have been in her 80s or her 90s. And all the staff were, you know, giving her everything she wanted and calling her by her name. And my dad thought she must be a millionaire or something, you know, to have all this fuss. No, it turned out that she'd sold her house up, and what money she had, she was spending it the rest of her life, going from cruise ship to cruise ship. Different places each time. So she was well known by the cruise liners because she kind of never went home, if you know what I mean. Yeah, that was her existence. She said, what more do I want? I'm old. She said, I've got no relatives, and I've got a hospital on board ship, I've got a doctor on board ship. She says, if I die, they'll just bury me at sea. So why should I worry? I just said, Jenny, that's a good idea. If ever I win the lottery. Maybe that's what I'll do. I'd have to have a supersized cabin though. I wanted to take my yarn with me. Can you imagine me hopping off at the port saying, can you just tell me where the nearest wool shop is, please? Yeah. Oh yeah. I'd have to put all my other yarn in storage, wouldn't I? And then when I come back every now and again and just go in my storage container and get some more out and take it with me on another cruise. The things you would do if you have money. But I don't have any, so it's no good. It's just pipe dreams, isn't it? I like to lie in bed sometimes and think, what would I do with the money if I won the lottery? What would I do with it? It usually involves actually sort of seeing that my family are okay. You know, rather than me buying a super duper fancy dancy car when I don't drive anymore, or, you know, buying myself a wardrobe full of designer clothes when I don't care, you know. I'm quite happy with what I've got. Yeah, I don't really want a big fancy house or anything like that. I'd like one a bit bigger, of course, you know, or a bungalow, you know, all on one level. So I don't have to keep struggling up the stairs and back down again. That would be nice. But I don't want to really leave where I live because it's handy for everything. It's handy for town, it's handy for everything. You know, but I suppose it wouldn't matter, would it? If I was super duper rich, I could just ring a taxi wherever I wanted to go anywhere, couldn't I? It's so easy. So easy. Yeah, that's where I'd like to spend the rest of my life. Jetting round the world and doing different things. Cruising around the world, doing different things. Yeah. Seeing places I've not been to. That's a lot of places I've not been to. You know, the nicer parts of India. I'd like to go to India. Even China, yeah. Don't fancy Russia. But there's lots of other nice places, aren't there? I've only been to one place in Spain. And one place in France. So there's quite a lot of places. I've never been to Italy. You know, I've never been to any of the other Polish, you know, Yugoslavia, whatever they call them these days. I only know them by the old names. They're all called different names now, aren't they? So, yeah, that's where I'd like to go someday, but it's not going to happen, is it? I'd have to get an airline pilot to take my ashes with me, and wherever he happens to land, you know, to throw a few. A few in Barcelona, a few in Paris, you know, so I can say I've been somewhere even after I've gone. Yeah, that'd be nice. So, yeah, tomorrow. Today has not been very fruitful, I'm afraid. I haven't got anything to show you, anything to do. I've been cuddling up with Gigi because I hadn't seen him most of the week, so nice to have a little cuddle with my little cuddle bug, yeah. So I make the most of when I see him. I make the most of it. I think I'm not having him here and sitting there and ignoring him and doing my crocheting, you know. I just tend to want to cuddle him and play with him and do all the things. It wasn't nice enough to go outside today. We did try to go outside on the decking, but it wasn't really warm enough. It wasn't actually raining, but it wasn't actually warm enough. It was ish warm, but only if you went outside and then you stayed out for about 5 or 10 minutes and then you came in. It was that kind of ish. I don't know what happened to that heat wave we were supposed to have. We had 2 days. I think people in the south had more than 2, but in the north here we had 2 days. It's very, very disheartening to say we're almost in May. Well, they do say don't cast a clout till May be out, and that means don't take your vest off and stuff. My mother used to say that when you say, I'm hot. And she used to say, no, you can't take your vest off till the end of May. Gosh. Some Mays have been beautiful. I meant to take a photograph of my tree outside. I've got a flowering cherry tree and it's absolutely beautiful. I must take a photograph because it lasts about a week at the most, and then the high winds come and blow all the blossom off it, so I need to take a photograph before it disintegrates, you know. So I'm sorry about today not having anything to show you. It's been kind of a boring day, hasn't it, really? I didn't think you'd want to see my grubby little pink bit of crocheting that I've undone 4 times. I didn't think that would inspire you. But, you know, you think you know what you're going to make and then it just doesn't work out that way. So, back to the drawing board. I did reach a load of patterns downstairs from upstairs that were, you know, sleeveless tops and things like that. So, I've tried 3 of them, like I said, so far. I'm on the 4th one and I'm still not liking that one either. So I think I need to go and have another look and see what I can find. In the meantime, I'm going to make myself a coffee and settle down to a bit of TV watching and see if I can finally decide what I'm going to make with this pink cotton before it gets to be utterly grey. It's definitely going to need a wash before it goes anywhere. So, right, I'm going to go now. Sorry it's so short and sweet, but never mind. Hopefully I'll have something more to show you tomorrow. So, until then, bye bye, have a nice night.